with one of your something going on, one of your topics, and just hit us upside the head with it. And we, go back and forth about it. So, you got any topics you wanted to discuss today?
Well, I was I really hadn't thought of one, but what's going on here? I mean, I just want to know: is all my people out here, are we vaccinated? What are we doing here with that? That was one of the things I actually been looking at, reading about. So how is it in the D? Is the vaccination rates up there? Is a lot of people getting vaccinated? How is that?
I mean, we just came off that topic, and I still think we as people, I don't think nobody really is top city state vaccinated up. It's still a lot of we could take it to the Venus and Mars. I wonder how many women is vaccinated versus the men being vaccinated. So I don't know, man. Well, I'm not. I haven't been vaccinated, but I am leaning closer and closer to it.
Well, I know here, of course, women are always the, go front number one to do things like that because we think about our kids and families and things like that. I didn't get vaccinated.
And where you calling
only
from?
Because I feel like I haven't gotten it in a whole over a year, and I just keep doing what I've been doing. But I want to know, have y'all heard that song? That who made the song, man?
The Vax
Juvenile made called Vax.
Yeah,
Vax that ass up.
We did that last week on the show. We spoke on the Vax.
Oh, did y'all? See, y'all got to tell me.
Oh man, that shit was garbage.
Hilarious though.
I'm just trying to figure out who paid you for that.
Same thing we said.
I don't know.
He used to say, Juvenile ain't come up with it. Somebody asked that nigga. A mayor.
Hey, what they say? What did he say when they told him, bro? Big game. What did he say? He said, "Hey,
I'll do that thing. Get vaccinated, man." Juvenile broke as hell. I don't know how much they cut that nigga to do that shit.
Vax that thing.
And an old girl who ain't been in rap and Mia X, who ain't been nowhere in 20 years, come out with her bold. I mean, that is the wackest fucking.
And
I heard that and almost died.
They went back and got Manny Fresh.
Yeah, I mean, but that just to me that just shows how they are really pushing for the brown community to get on board with vaccinations because we're so hesitant to do it because we don't trust government, period. That's just what it is.
And they think we only listen to rappers, so let's go get a rapper to talk to.
So they think that you put it on TV and put it in a rapper's mouth, that everybody gonna eat it up. And some people may, that may have changed somebody's mind. I don't know any individuals who would have changed their mind after back that ass up.
Damn show ain't changed my mind.
I was mad, actually.
I actually was like, hell no, I most definitely ain't going to get that shit now.
Nah.
This shit look like a joke.
I feel like, I feel like if it was something that was so, detrimental, that they would take a more serious approach, versus using what they usually use to try to get, the black or brown community involved, putting it in athletes and actresses, and that's how they do when they want to sell us something.
Right.
So I feel like you're trying to sell me the vaccine.
Exactly. I thought it was Saturday Night Live, though. Honestly, I'm like, Saturday Night Live got them. And I'm like, what?
They got lottery picks to get these vaccinations.
So in Michigan, you can get a lottery. You can win $2 million for being vaccinated.
And you see, in this kind of thing, that kind of thing just makes. I mean, how many lotteries they giving for flu shots every year?
Right. Nothing.
I mean,
you ain't really heard much about the flu though at all.
Yeah, that ain't because that's not big news anymore. Even though every year you have flu season and they every year they have a little strand and he'll get protected and blah blah blah. But it ain't nothing now. You sneeze, it's allergies, but everybody wanted you to go to get tested for COVID. Come on now.
Right.
I mean, people had a common cold before COVID-19.
Right, and there's still no cure for that. So this gonna be around.
But I know y'all
forever.
said y'all hopped on, y'all was on that subject last week, but I also want to talk about, and it's a couple weeks old, but that Grammy Award. Did anybody watch the Grammy Awards, by the way?
Man, I ain't watched the Grammys in about 10 years.
I ain't rocked with
and me too. I usually catch, on the social media, the highlights of the Grammy Awards, and I guess this year was Lil Nas X. His performance, caused quite a controversial stir in the community. Did y'all hear anything about that?
That was that on the BET Awards or that was on the Grammy?
Oh, yes, that's what it was. BET. I said Grammy. BET Awards. My bad.
Yeah, he want to be a demon so bad. I don't know what's up with this guy. And what really makes me mad about him is, my kids, they loved Old Town Road, right? So he came in kid friendly, and then he just flipped it all the way around.
Man, I just watched a video of this guy, and he was butt ass naked.
Yeah,
with the rest of with some more guys dancing with him.
What is that? Yeah.
Yeah. That's terrible. And then the video where he came down the pole and gave the devil a lap dance, and I'm just trying to figure out where we're going with this. Where we're going with this whole this rap industry. I mean, yes, he doesn't represent the majority of rap, but they definitely pushing this young man.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not. It is. There are a lot of upping coming rappers and things like that. And like you said, they came out. When he came out, he was so kid friendly. They was trying to get him on the country records and all of this. It was just he was trying to cross over from country to rap, and then it just went totally left to this nigga in biker shorts and hair weave.
Yeah, they just they wheeled you in, wheeled them in. I can honestly say I ain't never really listened to none of that guy music, bro, except that one song. That's it. And that shit right there was fucking corny to me.
It was.
And before I even saw who was singing it,
the kids loved it.
I thought he was a lame anyway. So when I finally saw him, I said, oh man, hell nah.
Right.
Nah.
Yeah.
Because my cousin, he had his son turned out on that shit.
Yeah.
Little DeQuinn over there, he got the cowboy boots, he got the hattie. I'm gonna man.
Right, but the kids loved it.
And but like my auntie say, that song is kid friendly, sound all that, but it's a secret message in that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's terrible that you try to brainwash these kids through the music.
But it all go to
right,
the kids.
because that's who that target audience was.
Right.
Yeah, the kids, because they knew we weren't gonna buy that shit.
Right.
So
wait. So before we go further in on Nas X, what you thought about that performance though at the BET Awards?
It was pretty much when he hit the red carpet and he kind of hinted at the performance was going to be this and that and it's going to be something to see. I kind of knew it was going to be something that wasn't what I would call kosher for TV. That's a family show. It comes on at family hours. So for any to just walk out now that you want to tongue a nigga down on TV, that's just too much.
Yeah, that was terrible.
It's too much for daytime, and I say daytime because it's not like the BET Awards air at midnight, 1 a.m.
Yeah,
they run at 8 p.m.
It was like 10 o'clock when I was doing that.
That's prime time television for families.
Exactly.
See,
I'm not just gonna say that his performance. I'm saying all of the performances over the last years have gotten raunchy with your Cardi B's.
Yeah.
Over-sexualized.
Big time.
Over-sexualized. As much as I, listen to, I'm a grown woman. I listen to Cardi B music because I'm an adult.
Right.
But they have to realize BET and all these award shows that this ain't YouTube. This not Instagram. This not Facebook where, you know, the content is geared towards adults, or adults should be monitoring and supervising what they doing on social media. We're talking about a show, a TV show that comes on regular TV, primetime hours, where children most likely will be present because they want to see their favorite rappers and musicians.
Yeah. And besides, you've been pumping it for 2 weeks.
Used for entertainment.
Right. Yeah.
So I honestly didn't even watch the BET Awards.
So one thing, I do want to ask you this because you done brought up Cardi B. Why do the women gotta be so hypersexualized? Like, why they don't talk about nothing else? What's going on with that? Like, I'm just saying, I know the guys been doing it forever, but you know, you got some guys, they'll come out and put out something different. What's up with that? Why do women have to do that?
Well, the women entertainers have to do it. Number one, is the oldest saying, sex sells.
Okay.
And who can sell sex better than women?
Than a woman, right? I hear you.
I mean, if it was, you know, the other way around, as far as we were talking about, you know, if it was men talking, you know, a whole bunch of men, I don't really want to hear a whole bunch of men talking about sex. They're not gonna watch them videos, you know. They're not. So that's why that's why there's a difference in what the men rap about. Because, like you said, they rap about something different. They'll talk about hitting this hole, but then they don't talk about getting that money, hitting the streets, doing this. Where we are, in order to be relevant, women rappers, it is really proven that you have to be overly sexual.
You gotta be raunchy, right?
In order to be successful.
Yeah, because within them niggas' lyrics,
it is.
We pay y'all.
Think about all of the female rappers who work.
We pay them for that work. You know what I'm saying? So
think of all of the former female rappers that weren't like that. How many of them are still making money and rapping today?
Right. But they ain't got to rap no more though. Like your MC Lights, she ain't have to do that.
The only time you see her is during the BET Awards.
Yeah, but she's successful.
But my thing is, no, I mean, but they're not successful like their counterparts. Like, who came out during the times with, I want to say, you know, Foxy Brown, Lil Kim. All of this was the era of P. Diddy, Jay-Z, Snoop, Pac. All of these niggas now are legends.
All right, where Lady Your Age at?
And they're still making money. Like, they're still making money. Like, you know, and not just social media money. You know, they get put on TV. They have, you know, they own shows and all of these things that they have. And the women, their counterparts, are not like that anymore. The only reason why you start to see them now is because of social media has blown up so far. Everybody has a platform, either whether it's, you know, live or YouTube or, you know, some podcast that they put together. But that's why you see the relevant females that you see now, you know, from back in the day, Trina, like I said, Foxy Brown, Lil Kim. You see them now because they have a lot of platforms where they have to go through the industry to make money. But industry-wise, the men of that era made money still right now through the industry.
Yeah, like Sir Mix-a-Lot. Sir Mix-a-Lot, you really only know one song from him, but he can play it right now, and everybody know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, Nicki Minaj brought one back.
Right.
My anaconda don't. Anaconda don't. You know, they still use them guys, and they use it.
You know,
but Nicki a different breed. She ain't have to sell sex for her album. She sold straight spit. She put it in there because she's sexy. But lyrically,
she got the whole plastic, man.
Nah, all her songs ain't about sex, though.
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta have one or two, though.
But her image, though, Big B. Yeah, she raps a lot about sex. Don't get it twisted. Now, I've heard a couple Nicki albums, and yes, Some of them are very sexual, but you don't have to say it when that's what your energy is, with your big bulk